Hey skiers, it's Bob with skiessentials.com. Welcome to our 2024 ski test. We've got a Line Blade Optic 96 for you today, and other than a new paint job, this ski returns the same structurally. Now in its second year of existence, really kind of takes that all-mountain versatility to the next level, especially given this more freeride oriented shape. And Line does a great job as a company at kind of mixing those attributes. They're taking a little bit beefier of a construction in this ski, but they're keeping that kind of tip to tail playfulness, certainly more of that twin tip shape in the back of the ski, and then just kind of mixing the flex in forebody, underfoot, and tail to create a well-rounded and versatile ski that's capable of many different things. At mid-90s underfoot, this definitely hits that right on the mark, offering a ton of versatility and a really well-rounded feel for advanced and expert skiers, someone who doesn't mind having a little bit of metal in their ski to provide dampness and stability at higher speeds. We've had a blast on this the past 2 years. Certainly a tester favorite, kind of hits home for us here in Vermont, where you need a playful ski for softer snow, trees, bumps, tighter areas, and then you also want something that can hold on firmer snow and actually carve pretty well. Certainly there are better carvers out there, both in this width and narrower, but for mixing attributes, this Blade Optic 96 is one of the better ones. Some interesting comparisons we usually get to is like Salomon QST 98, new Blizzard Rustler 9 at 96 underfoot and with some metal. Those are kind of a lot of benchmark skis in terms of all mountain versatility. And I would put this Blade Optic 96 right up there with them in terms of overall performance and characteristics. It is built with an aspen veneer wood core, so nice, light, energetic wood. And then on top of that core, we get Line's gas pedal metal overdrive metal laminate. This is kind of borrowing off of the Blade and their gas pedal metal laminate from a few years back. What they're doing is they're geometrically cutting out this metal laminate. So it's full length, starting about here back. So central spine. And then it kind of branches off to the sides from that central spine and then tapers back to that middle through the tail. So underfoot-ish, this is where we see more of the metal. So right about from my fingers to fingers, that's where we see those branches go out and even hook into a very thin piece of metal over the very edge. So that's providing torsional stiffness and really does a nice job of filtering out unwanted vibrations and chatter, as does the central spine area in the forebody and through the tail. So pretty interesting and innovative way to put metal into a ski and have it function more like a full laminate, but with less overall. Nice thick sidewalls in this ski, thicker edges. They do a great job of kind of mixing the thick and thin with these, not just from the sidewall through to the tip and tail, but also the edges and the base. So they're getting more durability as well as better performance out of this thing. This is the 175, I believe, 177, I'm sorry. On the scale here, 1,970 grams. So just shy of 2,000 grams. There is, a fair amount of metal in here, so that does add up in terms of weight, but it doesn't feel like a heavy ski in the least, especially in the ends from that more of that free ride perspective. And it does have a nice even flex to it as well. You'd think that it would be a little bit different from tip to tail, and certainly there's more underfoot stiffness, but really nice even flex and very playful in both tips and tails while retaining that underfoot edge grip. Really nice. And then that sidewall does taper to cap, and it aligns well with the rocker profile. So we do have that nice positive camber underfoot, good grip. And then where the sidewall goes to cap, that's where we see the rocker start. So pretty smart way of building a ski. Kind of separates the tips and tails from the midsection of it in terms of performance and grip, as well as swing weight and kind of floaty aspects. Some taper, pretty straight though, nothing dramatic here. Little bit sharper in the early taper, and then medium to moderate splay, I would say, nothing crazy. especially for mid-90s, free ride. This is kind of where we see the fun part of the ski. Anytime you're putting a twin tip into a mid-90s ski, we're all about it. Opening up the avenue for freestyle and more creative skiing while keeping, the middle of the ski and the general feel pretty businesslike. And then just kind of a sharper taper shape in the tail. This helps maneuverability in softer snow and just kind of makes for a more fun shape overall. But great mix of having those things in this ski with metal. We found it operates really well in that mid to long radius of turn shape. You can certainly tighten it up and make it quicker when you want in the trees and in the bumps. But if you're on groomers, if you're on something firmer, it likes to be kind of stood on and ridden through the radius of the turn. Mid to long range turns, it seems happier in that format. Great for advanced skiers who are looking to kind of enter that free ride realm. Maybe they don't want to go super wide quite yet. I think mid-90s is a great place to be, especially given the more accessible tips and tails in terms of swing weight and soft snow prowess. So make sure you check out this line, Blade Optic 96, here at skiessentials.com, and we will see you out there on the hill. Bye.